Hi, Rodrigo from DJtechzone. I am today reviewing the DDJ-800 from Pioneer DJ, and you can see that one as a smaller brother to the Pioneer DDJ-1000. The DDJ-1000 retails for over $1,000. This one is at around $850, so you pay less, but you get a bit less features. It's a compact unit, it's a smaller unit than the DDJ-1000. It has two channels and it has the same two decks and a mixer look with a brushed aluminum look on the decks and with a more black piano finish, if you want, a very reflective finish that probably is going to get quickly filled with prints. So you can see it there on the mixer, but it's a very cool, sophisticated look. I like it. It gives you a professional feeling of the gear, and that's a good thing. The quality, apart from that, is really good. It is a very complete piece of equipment. There are a lot of inputs and outputs. We're going to go into that a little bit later. And the decks are really, I mean, they feel really nice to play on. Everything is solid, everything is well constructed. And frankly, I didn't miss that much the things that are on the DDJ-1000 and not on the DDJ-800. Yes, the effects need Rekordbox DJ to function, but you know, you expect some limitations to be there. But let's go step by step. Let's focus first on the decks and see how good these decks are. So the decks on the DDJ-800 are in the new style that Pioneer DJ introduced a while ago already, with the looping section on top of the controller with a few additional buttons there. So you have a top looping section, and if you are used to CDJs or you want to play later on CDJs, this is a really nice way to get used to the CDJ approach to looping. It's actually very simple. If you want to engage a 4-beat loop, just press hard on the in button and you have an automatic 4-beat loop that you can easily resize with the buttons. You have the in and out button that you can use. You have the reloop exit button, and you have some buttons as well for cue, loop, call, delete, memory, when you want to play around with cues in memory and stuff like that. Cue and loops in memory, you want to save them and store them and call them up again. That's also possible. You can also combine it with quantize if you want to have more security about where you start your loop. Then it will guarantee you a perfect loop. Having the quantize button next to the loop section is very smart, because for those DJs that are not very skilled in engaging loops manually on the beat, the quantize button is there to help. So that's good, and it helps also for other stuff that you can do on the controller. So I like the quantize button right there. You have also slip reverse on top of the deck. Reverse your track in with slip also engaged, or simply slip mode engaged. That's also nice to have those two functions there. And then of course we have the jog wheels that are decently sized. They're not as big as the ones on the DDJ-1000 obviously, and also they're not mechanical, so these are touch capacitive, touch sensitive jog wheels. They react to the touch, so touching them stops the track. It's a different feeling from the mechanical jogs on the 1000 and on the CDJs from Pioneer DJ. But what you do have, and that's pretty cool, you have the jog adjust. Very light and heavier. So the feeling is not the same as the jog adjusts on mechanical jog wheels. It's a bit different. The tension setting is a bit different. The whole mechanism is different, but it's handy to have it there because if you want a heavy tension, then which is ideal for example, some tricks that you want to do, or a light tension that allows you to do very, very large spin backs. It's there, so you can use it, and it's really good to have it on this controller as well. The jog wheels themselves are very high quality jogs. They are really a delight to play with. And then of course we have the screens included in the jog wheels, which are pretty nice. I mean, everything is there. You have the artwork, you have the BPM, the time of the track, the elapsed time, your cues. So much information is there, the pitch settings. It really allows you to focus on DJing, focus on your controller, and less on looking at your computer screen. But be aware, still, you need to go back to your computer screen for browsing, because browsing is not possible on these screens. They are way too small for that, and it doesn't make sense to include browsing in there. What else do we have? We have beat sync, key sync features, tempo range, master tempo on the right side, the shift on the left side, and track search, which is pretty cool because you can really quickly browse your tracks from a deck perspective here. And also, if you press on the buttons, you can really quickly go through your tracks like it would be a strip that you don't have here, a search strip, but you can really quickly do it with these search buttons. That's pretty cool. We have the performance pads and the cue and play buttons, and of course nothing to remark there. Very, very high quality things, very high quality buttons here. We have the pads, and the pads traditionally incorporate all those Rekordbox effects, Rekordbox DJ effects that you use in your sets, and they are all here beneath the pads. You have of course your hot cues. And just a word on the performance pads, they are absolutely amazing. That's really the quality that shines here. Really good, really responsive, velocity sensitive performance pads. I really love them. Really fast. You have the hot cues, the pad effects that you can also configure on your computer in Rekordbox if you want to change them up. That's a roll. Some effects. Beat jump. And lastly, you can also engage your sampler. Underneath the primary functions of the pads, you also have secondary functions. Let's have a look at those. You have the keyboard function, and the keyboard function is pretty cool. The second function underneath the pads is pad effects 2, and here you have the slip rolls. Then you have the beat loop. And then you have the key shift, which is basically a keyboard, but the tracks continues to play, so it doesn't go back to the same cue. Alright, so then you have also the page bank buttons that allows you to access additional options for each of those performance functions within Rekordbox DJ. And then we have the pitch fader, which is very, very nice. long throw pitch fader with a central clicking point, where it should be. Basically nothing to remark there on the pitches. Maybe the only thing, it's a bit light. I would like it to be a little bit tighter, but you know, it's a very, very good pitch fader. It's a very, very good pitch fader here. Those are the decks of the DDJ-800. Let's move quickly to the mixer. The mixer is a piece of work because it's very complete and it has a hell of a lot of features. It's a hardware mixer. You can plug in your CDJs or turntables on the back, and you can play. You can use them to play your external music, or for example, a DVS setup works as well. And the way it's styled, it's pretty much like any professional binary DJ mixer. You have the mix section. We have actually two microphones where you can set the level, two-band EQ, high and low. You have an aux input that you have a volume control over. And then you have your dub echo, dub pitch, noise and filter, sound color effects that sound, as always, pretty amazing. And also further down the line you have the headphone controls, which are appropriately on top of the mixer, not on the front side. I prefer it on top, mixing and the level. And then the central part, load buttons, where you can simply, of course, browse your track with the load knob, with the browse knob, back and forth view with some additional features as well. Your line switch, so you can set each channel to external, to deck 3 and to deck 1, so you have access to the 4 Rekordbox DJ decks. Moving down, you have your trim button, your EQ, which is not set to full kill here, your color effects as well, that you control here, and you can activate them with the knob. Q, very well weighted faders with a decent weight on them, which makes it very nice to mix with, because you can really control the volume really easily and incrementally. And then a very good crossfader, loose crossfader, that works pretty well. On the right side, your master lever, master Q, booth level. This controller has actually booth out, which is a very, very, very good thing. Many mid-level controllers don't have booth outs, which gives you a real advantage in a club, especially clubs where your speakers are far away, your main speakers are far away, and you need something next to you to be able to clearly hear the master output. And then finally the beat effects, which are not hardware here, so you do need Rekordbox DJ. They just play the Rekordbox DJ effects. If you deactivate Rekordbox DJ, the effects don't work. And I particularly love the low-cut echo here. That's the normal echo. Normal echo. I think it's a great echo effect. I mean, for me, for you know, for accents, for transitions and all that stuff, I really I would use the hell out of it. But that's not the only effect you have. You have a I already showed you have a mid delay, spiral, a reverb, trance, Enigma jet, flanger, phaser, pitch, slip roll, roll. Mobius. And another Mobius. And you can switch your beat effects between each channel, the sampler or the master. Also you have a level depth setting for your beat effects, which is really cool. And of course a traditional big blue effect on and off button. And yes, this is an $850 controller with a almost professional level mixer. For me, the effects being on the mixer really gives you that professional look and feel, and makes it for a DJ much easier to have a controller in the house which mimics very accurately the feeling of a CDJ, DJM setup, and moreover with more features, because performance pads are still not on the CDJs to this day. And when this person moves to an environment where CDJs are ready to be used, the culture shock will be a lot less than when you're moving from a more traditional controller to CDJ setup. So I want to make clear that the value of that is very high if you're a DJ looking to go professional, or at least to play regularly in clubs. You will not always have the opportunity to come with your DJ controller and put it over the top, or have room for your controller. Sometimes you'll have to use what's there, and if what's there is CDJs, well, it's going to be easy for you to transition to them in a very quick pace. Good. That's the CDJ-800. No, it's not. That's the DDJ-800 in a nutshell. Let's quickly go to the back to see what inputs and outputs we have there. So on the back of the DDJ-800 we have, as I said, the booth output that is ready to be used, the master RCA, master XLR output, so you have two master and one booth output there. You have the two channel inputs that you can switch between line and phono. You have the microphone input 1 in XLR, and then in TRS you have the aux input. You can also control the gain of the aux input. So yeah, what are my thoughts on the DDJ-800? Well, they're quite positive. I really like the way this controller is laid out, the way it's built, the possibilities it has for connecting for connecting hardware, external hardware to it, the two mic inputs. It's a really decent and well-built controller for its price. I played a lot with it. It's a pleasure to play on it. I like the feeling of the knobs, I like the feeling of the jog wheels, the pads. For me, it's a really good alternative in the price range. There are other competitors there that have similar priced equipment with similar features, but if you're a fan of Pioneer, or you want to stay in or be in the Pioneer ecosystem, and you have around $800 to spend, this is a really good investment in my opinion. So yeah, thumbs up for the Pioneer DJ-800. And that's the end of this review. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you liked it, and if you did, just make sure to come back for more, because we are uploading regularly reviews on this channel about DJ gear. Thank you so much for watching this review, and see you next time. Bye bye. Hey guys, if you liked the video you just saw, don't forget to subscribe by hitting the red button underneath this video. Also, if you want to be notified, hit the notification bell so you get notifications in your mailbox about new videos that we release. And also, don't forget to give us a like on this video if you liked it, so that the video gets promoted on YouTube and we get more views from it. That would be nice. Thank you so much for doing all that.